Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. It is Thursday. It is December the 12th, and it is all about the snow accumulations in the snowbelt areas down in the United States, just north of Syracuse. Redfield, 112 centimeters.
Yeah. That's right at the end of Lake Ontario. They've had lake effect flurries, and same up in Huntsville. They've already got hammered, Perry Sound.
Like 60 centimeters.
Yeah, and more on the way. So it's winter is here, whether we like it or not, and it's not even winter yet. So we're in the fall, and this is probably the snowiest fall I've ever seen. 60% of the continental United States covered in snow.
Yeah.
Pretty well 100% of Canada.
Almost, yeah.
Almost 100% is covered in snow. So.
Oh, well.
Okay.
It's time of year.
We love it. And if you like winter sports, boy, you're lucky.
Here's a look at the radar, and you can see the squall bands coming off of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. A lot of areas just got hammered yesterday.
Face freeze. So you have to bundle up. You really, really do. I was outside yesterday, and boy, you need to cover
Me
up.
too, but I have my full-length parka on with my hood, and I was sweating a little at the back.
Well, you know what? You really do need it. I was saying yesterday to the guys who have to work down in holes and water mains and things like this.
Yeah.
There's one up on Dufferin, actually, up the top end of Dufferin right now. It's cold.
They need my parka.
Oh, man.
Well, yesterday, about your commute as I turn things over to Tom Reynolds with traffic.
Thank you very much. And right now, we have got some problems in the Kitchener area.
Well, if you've decided to get away from the cold temperatures and travel somewhere warm and sunny, we'll take a look at some destinations for you. If you're traveling in through Cuba, it's hot, sunny in Havana, seeing a daytime high of 30 on Friday. Aruba looks amazing, 33 degrees through Puerto Plata, Dominican. We're seeing sunshine at 30. Puerto Rico looks good. Antigua, hot and sunny at 31. And if you're traveling through Mexico, a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the mid-30s. It's Thursday. It is December the 12th. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. We are Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. It is a cold start to the day, and we've got some snow on the way for the weekend, Tom.
You are going to freeze your fingers off.
Not true. If you are dressed appropriately for this weather, you will be just fine, I promise.
Yeah, 16 layers.
Bah humbug, Tom.
No, I love the winter. I really do. I can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's take a look at our watches and warnings because we do have both.
We've got a broken water main on Dufferin. It's an ice rink south of Finch.
Oh, and you know what? There are some icy spots out there. I was coming off the ramp at Dundas and the 403, and my car, like my ABS brakes, like actually worked a little bit because of a big icy patch.
It's telling you that you have to slow down a bit. That's what it's saying. Slow down, Emily.
Thanks, Tom. A pretty brutal time around the Huntsville area trying to get around. We'll talk about the long-range forecast. What kind of system is on the way for this weekend? We've got snow on the way. How much? Those details coming up. First, here's Tom. Arctic air is already fueled right in through southern Ontario, and we can feel it. It's cold today. Snowfall for us is going to develop Friday overnight and into Saturday. It will intensify throughout the day on Saturday and into Saturday night. Sunday, we're still going to be dealing with a few isolated flurries. For the city of Toronto itself, we could see anywhere from 8 to 12 centimeters of snow, but areas further north and south of us could see up to 50. But first, the case for a snowy Christmas is getting stronger. Cold air. In the next 20 minutes, I'll tell you when that second bout of snow is expected and how we could be shoveling away. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. More than a month's rain in just 2 days. It's no wonder World Cup football in June. All right, we'll take a look at our long-range forecast, let you know about the snowfall amounts in just a few moments. But first, here's Tom with traffic. Good morning. It's Thursday. It's December the 12th. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's cold? What?
Oh, I was going to say, you're going to freeze your fingers off.
Oh, Tom, it's not that bad.
It is cold.
It's
Minus
not
31.
that bad.
Bancroft is minus 31.
Well, yeah, that's cold, but it's not like across the prairie provinces when they've been dealing with wind chills into the minus 40s.
I'm talking to the weather wimp, and you're saying 31 isn't that cold?
I'm stronger this year. Once you have a baby, you're done. Like, I am way stronger this year than I've ever have been.
Your heart gets bigger when you have a baby.
Well, no, I'm not actually warmer as a person.
No, your heart does get bigger, physically.
Everything gets bigger when you have a baby, Tom. Everything gets bigger.
All right.
Anyways, I'm stronger. I can handle the cold.
Well, good for you. Go, girl.
You know, the whole, anyways. Okay, I was going to say something not appropriate. Let's take a look at the watches and warnings, shall we? John. Thank you.
So it is going to warm up a little bit, if you can say that, but it's still cold.
All right, well, it has been cold and snowy for the last couple of days through many areas of southern Ontario. Hasn't been great for getting around. Commuting's been, speaking of commute, I'm going to get to the long range and let you know about the snow that we have on the way this weekend for the city of Toronto. But first, here's Tom. Snow on the way. That's right. We could see about 8 to 12 centimeters for the city of Toronto, but areas further north can see closer to 15. Here comes the big low. We already have the Arctic air in place, so we don't need colder temperatures for this to be falling as all snow. Really intensifying throughout the day on Saturday and then starting to taper off throughout the day on Sunday. But first, the case for a snowy Christmas is getting stronger. Cold air and second bout of snow is expected and how we could be shoveling away. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. More than a month's rain in just 2 days. Systems ahead of World Cup football in June. Now we'll talk about the snow that's expected to hit the GTA over the weekend in just a moment, but first, here's Tom Reynolds with traffic. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. More than a month's rain in just 2 days. It's no wonder Rio de Janeiro is underwater. World Cup football in June. All right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. Kevin, is probably one of the colder mornings we've had so far this season, but at least you're dressed for it. I like your toque. Hi there. Thank you for joining us. It's Thursday. It's December the 12th. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. We're Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. And Tom, here's a tidbit for you.
Oh, a tidbit, okay.
Canada ranks #2 in the world as one of the top giving nations, according to the Charities Aid Foundation.
Well, I think we're a very generous.
#2.
I think we're a very generous population. Who was #1?
The U.S.
Well, you know what? I think North America has North Americans. The U.S. are always there when there's catastrophe in the world.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah.
Canadians step
We're
up step up right there as well. So yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Especially at this time of year.
Yeah.
You know, give if you can. Absolutely. Okay, let's take a look at our snow squall watches and warnings. A lot of people getting hit pretty hard with these squalls.
Yeah, it's going to be a slick drive right now. It's a slick drive I know up on Dufferin near Finch.
That's where Kevin is. And Kevin, water main break. It's the time of year for that. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. We'll continue to check in with Kevin and that water main break. I'd like to thank Robert for sending in this great shot of Pickering, Ontario, and I can't decide if that's his house or his neighborhood or... I'm not sure. I'm going to have to get more detail on this. Here's Tom with traffic. Snow on the way for the weekend. The city of Toronto, anywhere between 8 and 12 centimeters of snow. It will begin Friday evening and then intensify throughout the day on Saturday. A lot of the moisture is going to stay to our south, but we've already got that Arctic air in place, and that's going to keep it all snow for the GTA. Some areas could see close to 15 centimeters, so it looks as though we're going to be shoveling out for our Monday morning commute. But first, the case for a snowy Christmas is getting stronger. Cold air and the warm water. Second bout of snow is expected and how we could be shoveling away. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. More than a month's rain in just 2 days ahead of World Cup football in June. Now we'll talk about the snow that's expected to hit the GTA over the weekend in just a moment, but first, here's Tom Reynolds with traffic. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday. It is December the 12th. Starting to feel and look a lot more like winter throughout the region.
But it's not.
It's not. It's still fall. One of the things that I love about our briefing meteorologist, Doug Gillum, is that giving us our snow totals for this weekend, instead of saying, the usual 5 to 10 or 10 to 15, he said, the city of Toronto could possibly pick up about 8 to 12.
Yeah, he just changes it up a bit.
He thinks outside the box, which I like.
That's right. And, the 60% of the United States is covered in snow. Yep. Almost 100% of Canada covered in snow. And really, this is the earliest start to winter since about 1995 in a lot of places.
Wow.
From the standpoint of temperatures. And we haven't even hit winter yet. So, yeah, records are being broken.
Watches and warnings are in place for the squalls that we've been seeing. A change of direction with the wind is going to come your way. That was a total backwards way of saying it.
Well, yeah, but winds are changing northwesterly to westerly.
So it is going to be cold and snowy for you further north. It has been cold downtown, and Kevin joins us there at the scene of a water main break. Kevin, do you have your skates on to go skating? Thanks, Kevin. I'd like to thank Robert for sending in this great shot. If you want to upload your pictures and have them showcased right here on the morning show, upload them to upload.theweathernetwork.com. Your long-range forecast detailing the snow this weekend is coming up, but first, here's Tom. Open to space. I like that. Okay, here comes the snow. Friday, overnight, and into Saturday. It will intensify throughout the day on Saturday. Into Sunday, it'll start to taper off. We're looking at about 8 to 12 centimeters of snow through the Toronto core. It is going to be cold. Wind chills making it feel more like the minus teens. So it looks as though we're going to be shoveling our way out for our Monday morning commute. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. More than a month's rain in just 2 days. It's no wonder we have football in June. Right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us downtown at a water main break. Kevin, it is the time of year for this kind of stuff to happen, and it is a cold morning for anybody out fixing it. Are you feeling festive yet? Well, if you're not, you will be by this weekend when we get anywhere between 8 to 12 centimeters of snow through much of the GTA. We've been talking about what you do for the holidays, and we've been talking about different events, and we've been talking about dressing up certain members of your family. Do you ever dress up your pets? Well, we threw it out there yesterday. Our producer, BJ Stewart, posted this picture of our ENG editors, like a full outfit. If I put that on Roxy, she would disown me forever. Honestly, she would never talk to me again. My dog would hate me. But that's really cute, and Beamer just looks so, I don't know, he looks happy in it. Christmas movie, what's your favorite? I posted this on Facebook a couple days ago, and I got a lot of comments, like over 50 comments. Kim said Christmas Vacation. I think that's a big one. Elf is a big one. The Santa Claus, all of them. Tim Allen was great as Santa, said Nikki. A Christmas Story, hands down, said Matt. And Anne said, it's a wonderful life. I love that movie. I can hardly wait to watch it again. You know, I kind of feel the same way about White Christmas. That is like my ultimate all-time favorite Christmas movie. Lots of events going on this weekend, and one of them being the Toronto Christmas Market. This is happening down at the Distillery District. If you've never been to this, it is amazing. Not only can you get some really great holiday decorating ideas, there's tons of great food, beverages as well. It ends this weekend, so make sure you go and check it out if you can. I mean, getting around in all the snow is going to be a little tricky, but it's going to be a really, really good weekend for it because it'll feel really festive with all the snow. Natrel Rink, have you ever skated on this? I have not, so this year I might try it. That is, if I can figure out how to skate. I'm trying my best here this year. The most scenic rink in the city. It is open New Year's Eve. It's open all through the Christmas holidays, and it's been cold enough and snowy enough that we're going to see some ice on this. Now, if you have an event, I would love to hear from you. Send me a tweet at EmilyTWN. Here's Tom now with an update on traffic. If westbound 401 is your commute this morning, you're going to want to stay tuned. Tom Reynolds has all the details coming up. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. So is ferry service. More than a month's worth of rain in just 2 days in June. All right, so stay tuned. Don't forget to stay tuned if westbound 401 is your commute this morning. Tom is going to have details on a major delay. First, we're going to join Kevin. He is downtown Toronto, and it's a cold start to the day, Kevin, but you guys look warm.
Festive, but maybe slippery too. We got, and red is the color. Right now we've got major red on the 401. It is completely blocked as you come over towards the Bailey area, rather over towards the Westney area. We've got a major crash there. All lanes are blocked westbound. So use Bailey or Highway 2 because it is stopped right now all the way back to beyond Salem on the westbound 401.
Is this weather related?
It possibly is. It's a little bit slick out there. Brakes don't work that well, so it's a major crash westbound on the 401.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our snow squall watch to more of a northerly flow. So Barry, Aurelia, it's going to be your turn tonight to get into these.
More snow on the way.
Kevin joins us downtown Toronto, and Kevin, everybody is bundled up that you've been talking to this morning. Everybody liking the cold temperatures or not at all? He's talking about minus 20 like it's the worst thing in the world. He needs to take a trip to Alberta. It's like minus 40 with the wind. All right, Robert sent in this gorgeous shot of Christmas lights. We'd love to see your stuff. Upload.theweathernetwork.com is where you can send your pictures. Here's Tom now with traffic. Well, we've already got the Arctic air in place, so it's going to be cold enough for this to be all snow this weekend. 8 to 12 centimeters for the downtown core. Areas a little bit further south could see closer to 15. It's going to intensify throughout the day on Saturday and then taper off throughout the day on Sunday. Good morning. It's Thursday. It's the 12th of December. Thanks for joining us. One of the colder mornings we've had so far, Tom.
Yeah, it really is, and bitterly cold, right across Canada and down through the states. I mean, 60% of the states is covered in snow, about 100% of Canada is covered in snow. So winter is here early in spite of it being fall.
Not quite. My house doesn't have any snow.
Doesn't it? You want me to bring some over?
No, thanks.
I can bring you some
No, I'm good.
tomorrow.
I'm good.
In fact, this afternoon.
Well, we've got snow on the way for the weekend, and we'll get to all those nitty-gritty details coming up. Snow squall watches in the morning and an additional 10 to 20 centimeters. Someone sent me a Facebook message and said that they actually got out with their meter stick and recorded 70 centimeters through Perry Sound.
That's a lot of snow. It's a lot of snow. My daughter says she's got quite a bit, and she just says light snow in Huntsville right now.
Well, we joined Kevin Yardy's in North York, and Kevin, seeing some sunshine, but cold temperatures. Thanks, Kevin. All right, I'd like to thank Robert for sending in this spectacular shot of his Christmas lights. If you've got a picture you'd like to share, upload.theweathernetwork.com is where you can send it. The messy, snowy, long-range forecast is coming up, but first, here's Tom. We've got snow on the way, anywhere from 8 to 12 centimeters for the city. It's going to develop on Friday, overnight into Saturday, continue to intensify, and then really start to taper off come Sunday, and then it'll continue to track its way east. Cold temperatures are already in place. That Arctic air is going to stay, so temperatures over the weekend are going to feel more like the minus teens when you factor in the wind chill. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. Snow moved in Tuesday. More than a month's rain in just 2 days. It's no wonder. World Cup football happening in June. We're going to join Kevin Yard right now. He is standing out, braving the conditions. And Kevin, it is sunny, but it is cold today. The first snowfall of the season is hitting Turkey with a midwinter punch. Snow moved in Tuesday. 2 days. It's no wonder Rio de Janeiro is underwater. We're going to join Kevin Yard now. He is at York University talking to students about how much they are loving, or not so much loving, the cold temperatures. Kevin? Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday. It is December the 12th. And Tom, you have done something this morning that I never thought you would do.
What's that?
Can you guess?
Nope.
He walked into the studio and said, "Ooh, it's cold in here." And he turned up the heat.
I did.
He's never done that. Ever.
Well,
it's always me.
Somebody seemed to put the thermostat right down for some reason.
But it wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't me, so
but it wasn't me to turn up the heat. So this
but
is
I
like
know,
a
but
big
I was
thing.
trying to accommodate you.
Oh, right. Here's the real
because,
story.
you know, I like to keep you happy in the morning, make sure that you're, pleasant and everything is good.
Likely story.
So I turned the heat up for you.
Thanks.
It's very warm in here now.
Watches and warnings in place. Been much of accumulation, but that's going to be this weekend, and I've got details on that.
Yeah, and it's still a fall. It hasn't even got into winter yet, and
No.
we're getting a real nice taste of it, aren't we?
We sure
It tastes great.
It's awesome.
It tastes like, I don't know.
Tastes like cold.
Tastes like cold.
Kevin Yard joins us in North York. He's near York University. And Kevin, you've been talking to some people today. A lot of people have been dressed for the weather. And then the last girl that you were speaking to didn't even have a hat on. But this guy that you've got seems dressed.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kevin. I don't know about you, but I'd rather be in Jamaica too, where it's 26 degrees. No questions asked. All right, Robert sent in this great shot of a very festive looking I want to say home. I want to say at this house, but I'm not sure. Okay, if you would like to showcase your stuff on the morning show, upload.theweathernetwork.com is where you can send it. Here's Tom now with traffic. Snow on the way for the weekend, starting Friday overnight, continuing and intensifying throughout the day on Saturday, tapering off on Sunday. All in all, a general amount could be 5 to 15 centimeters through the GTA. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. We are Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is December the 12th, and it is starting to look a lot like Christmas. Thank you so much to Robert for sending in this great shot. Now, I still haven't figured out if this is his house or a nearby park or the Taj Mahal. It's amazing if it's his home. Tons of lights. We'd love to see your pictures. Upload.theweathernetwork.com is where you can send them. Not only is it feeling festive because of these Christmas lights, but because of all the snow that we've been dealing with. Call on our storm line, 1-800-463-9463. Snow squall watches and warnings in place. Some areas are going to get hit hard this afternoon, other areas by tonight. The winds are going to shift to more of a northerly direction. So right now they're coming in from more of the west, then they're going to shift to more of the north. So that's where Barrie and Aurelia are going to start to see their heavier snowfall. Perry Sound, 70 plus is already there. Potentially. Another 10 to 20 centimeters is also on the way. Anywhere along Huron is going to be seeing heavier snowfall again tonight as well. Now, looking at our long-range forecast, we already have the Arctic air in place, so temperatures are going to be cold enough. This is going to be all snow as this new system from the U.S. comes in through southern Ontario. It will start Friday. It will intensify throughout the day on Saturday, so if you do have plans to hit the malls for some Christmas shopping, go Friday or go Sunday, because Saturday is going to be the worst day, especially Saturday night and into Sunday. It will start to taper off throughout the day on Sunday, and we will see calmer conditions for our Monday morning commute, but you're going to need your shovel to get your way out of 8 to 12 centimeters. I'll have all of that coming up. Stay with us for your long range. I'm Emily Vukovic. You're watching the Weather Network. We're Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. Thursday, it is December the 12th, and it is cold. One of the coldest days we've had so far this season. We've got watches and warnings in place. Additional snowfall not out of the question through areas around Huron. It's cold, it's snowy, but Kevin is joining us near York University. And Kevin, at least it's sunny today. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, it's certainly a cold one. Bundle up with those layers. But like I said, at least we're seeing a little bit of sunshine. It has been tricky for a commute. Now, for the long range, snow on the way. We're looking at anywhere between 5 and 15 centimeters widespread throughout southern Ontario. The lake effect engines will turn off with the winds shifting. But the heavier snowfall is going to be throughout the day on Saturday and into Saturday evening, with the downtown area seeing close to 8 to 12 centimeters and temperatures staying cold.
This weather segment has been brought to you by Halls. Halls will all feel better.